Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to the Gigalith Showcase, where we're going to be showing off Gigalith on two different sand teams that my boy Eon X passed me. Get big. I was going to say give him a big shout out, but or give him a round of applause, but big shout outs to my boy. We got some hoops and hip hop remix in the background, Cianwood City remix. I figured I got to bring the girls back. They're on the beach. Cianwood was on the beach. I love gold. Listening to this remix just makes me want to play gold. If you guys want to use a team alongside me or even have the link to the music, I'll be linking both of those down below. I encourage you to check them out. Send them both, or you can't really send the team some love because they're on Pacement. I guess you can increase their view counts. Also, speaking of love, happy Valentine's Day. If you don't have anybody to celebrate with, that's fine. It's just some day that we make where we publicly, well, I don't know, the nation feels like we publicly have to say something about our women, but I'll love my woman every single day. I'll get her flowers whenever I feel like it. Whenever I get her mad, I send her flowers. Whenever she's happy, I send her flowers. Whenever she's sad, I don't need this this holiday to do anything, but don't feel bad if you're alone. And you know, if you're choosing to watch my video on Valentine's Day, well, happy Valentine's Day to you. And if you don't believe in Valentine's Day, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So it's still there. Okay, just go do it. Let's get into the video. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch and Twitter, those links are down below. I don't know why you follow me on Twitter though. You just I speak my mind there. Anyway, we got a Lycanroc team first, and then we got a Stoutland team. I'll be showing off two teams today because Gigalith does support them well. So first off, we have Swords Dance Lycanroc with Sandstream support Gigalith. We're actually not using Smooth Rock, mainly because the entire team, though obviously Reuniclus doesn't care, neither does Donphan or a Scavalier care about sand. I don't want to make leftovers, you know, be detrimental to Chestnut. I mean, we could make it Smooth Rock. You can change it if you want. You can make it, basically, sand obviously cancels out leftovers, which is what I was trying to say over there. I don't know what I was trying to say. But if you guys want, you can change it. Otherwise, you could also make this Calm Mind Shadow Ball over Focus Blast. I just wanted to try pokeaimMD Focus Blast as well. And yeah, let's just look for some games. Hopefully we have fun, nice and chill live. It's 11:30 p.m. Gotta sleep after I record this because gotta wake up early, getting my internet and my cable in the new place. I was supposed to get it yesterday, but the dude didn't come. Calls me 4 hours after he's supposed to come. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I was like, "Oh yeah, you better be. That's your pay right there." But he said they didn't have any room for tomorrow, and I was like, "Oh really? Well, I really needed it. It's Valentine's Day." And he was like, "You know what? I get you. You can't be there all the time. Let me go ahead and give you this internet in the morning." So that's great for me, but at the same time, I got to be up early. Anyway, it looks like I don't have the most points on this account, unfortunately, but that's fine. Doesn't mean I should underestimate my opponents. You know, Cloyster is a very scary threat. He has a bunch of scary threats. Even Stop. Hello. They always recognize after I mod Joy. What's up, buddy? Oh, my PK. Thank you, friend. Happy Valentine's Day. Tomorrow. I can't spell. Tomorrow. Anyway, he has no Lycanroc switch-ins at all. Like absolutely no Lycanroc switch-ins. So once I get up rocks, I just destroy him with that. I'm not too worried about Cloyster unless it's running King's Rock because Scavalier can beat it down. I'm actually going to lead Gigalith because it gets up rocks very safely versus the majority of his team. Leads Cofagrigus. This could be a Toxic Spike variant, which is why I'm actually going to put him on a timer with the Toxic. I don't mind him will-o-wising me as long as my yeah, expected. The thing is, if he's Defog Lurantis, which I kind of doubt he is, I'm going to take a Hex anyway. I have good Spadef. I have Sandstorm up as well. If he's T-Spikes, then that means he is not... one, T-Spikes don't really affect my team too much. Reuniclus wins the game. But it's just annoying that they're up, obviously. He has Knockoff. I'm assuming Hex is his last move. So it would have been really nice to obviously land the Toxic a turn earlier because I'd be wearing him down more. But maybe he doesn't have Hex, and maybe he's Pain Split. I'm actually going to Rock Blast right here. I just switched out to Lurantis. Now, Lurantis could be a Cleric. I unfortunately miss. Happens though. I do have Assault Vest. No, this is Choice Band. I'm sorry, I'm mixing it up with the other team. How do I want to deal with this, Mon? I feel like Chestnut's okay as it doesn't really do much this game. Though obviously getting up spikes is great for Lycanroc. Like Lycanroc, like I said, destroys him. I think he's offensive Lurantis too, just based on that damage. How do I want to revenge kill him is the question. I'll Drain Punch here. As he goes Cofagrigus. Now that's fine. Smart on his part, but once I get up more spikes, like I said, I just click Stone Edge several times. Now that might not sound like the best game plan, which it definitely isn't. But I can definitely click Stone Edge a couple times, which is why I'm getting up multiple spikes. As he gets up his final layer T spikes. I don't mind that, because all he's going to be really poisoning much is my Lycanroc, but I don't really need it alive, I guess, if that makes sense. Basically, Lycanroc, all he needs to click Stone Edge a couple times and it wins. I guess he could spin versus me with Cloyster, but I will never ever switch out Chestnut. I will just click Woodhammer if he goes out to that. I'm also going to click Woodhammer soon. I think Chestnut blocked the other Toxic Bite. I feel like this happens a lot, but I think Chestnut blocked the other Toxic Spike. I could get up another layer of Spike. I'm not, if he has Knock, I'll go for that, because I was thinking about Woodhammering this turn. Didn't end up working the way I wanted it to. But we get up our third and final layer of Spike, and that really should be it for Lycanroc. His feral threats like Jolteon, I can just click a Cell Rock versus. I can go hard into Gigalith and eat up any attack he wants to go for and just throw off a Rock Blast. No Rock Resist on his team. Volt Switch is a smart play. That looks to be Specs. In fact, I did 28 to Spadef. But Lurantis, if it does want to defog, then it'll get rid of his Toxic Spikes, which means that obviously Lycanroc won't be hurt. Otherwise, I'll make the Chestnut play. As he does go right for defog. That's completely fine. Again, he just got rid of the Toxic Spikes for me. I think he's offensive defog, but I do have Taunt on this, as you guys... Oh, I don't. That's my other one. Sorry. I unfortunately do not have Taunt on this one, but I can get up the Spikes once more, and I'll be able to get up Rocks again. I'm not worried at all about this guy. At least this mon in particular. I could Woodhammer for some nice crisp damage, but I want my Rocks up versus this, so I'll get up as many Spikes as I possibly can before I go down, which should be this turn actually. That would have been great to actually get up my Spikes there, but because I'll be going down to Poison at the end of the turn, unfortunately. And he's not in range of Lycanroc just yet. I mean, he is technically in range of Lycanroc, but I don't want to risk that. I'm pretty sure Donphan does knock him out, though, with a knockoff at that range. So I'll go right for that. Getting rid of him. Preventing the Toxic Spike on my Lycanroc, which is what I really wanted. And I can still get up Rocks later versus Jolteon. Unfortunately, I lose my Sturdy. If Lurantis wants to come in, it needs to be running a ton of speed to be able to outspeed me. And I can knock it out with knockoff if I feel like it. We'll see right here what type of Lurantis he is. If he goes right for Leaf Storm, that's great. Then I'll just Cell Rock as he defogs. So unfortunately, my hazard is gone, but I can knock him out with the knockoff. He was choice. Okay, I knew it. It had to be something like that. It had to be something crazy like that. Had he went for Leaf Storm, though, like the way it was being played, it was definitely offensive. Had he went for Leaf Storm, I would have been fine. We're gonna put this guy on a timer with Toxic. I play this does land, though. I would love if this lands. A Cell Rock. My Cell Rock mon does outspeed him, so I technically should have Earthquaked it there. I think that was actually a misplay on my part. I was thinking more so about beating him down with a Scavalier more so than Lycanroc. But Lycanroc doesn't... I don't want to sack Gigalith because I can get up Rocks, which would be nice for Jolteon. Or even just have the Sandstorm in the back. So, Donphan's still good because it gets off a free Earthquake versus something. So I'm actually going to sack Reuniclus here. I should have actually Earthquake though, thinking about it. As he goes for a second Shell Smash. So now he's definitely in range of a Cell Rock at least. Really scary. I can't believe he actually went for that attack. I'm just going to go for my all-out pummeling. I'm definitely not living this. Wow, that did nothing. Actually did nothing. We can go right out to Lycanroc. Though he's going to hurt me hard with his Ice Shard if he has it. A Cell Rock actually... A Cellar excuse me. My Lycanroc can go for a Cellar and knock it out. And he does switch out to Slacking. But we'll go a Scavalier here. I'm surprised he switched out Cloyster. Maybe he's just trying to force the Stone Edge later, but I can easily just go right for Mega Horn and get a kill right here. Cloyster's gonna die if we land this. Nice. Good B. So that's definitely Choice Band Slacking. We're gonna let this go down. Let's go out to Donphan and just click Earthquake again. Basically just trade with him. Earthquake for Earthquake. Mon for Mon. Goodra comes out. Draco Meteor's gonna hurt. I think Lycanroc plus that wins. Yeah, I have enough sacks to win the game. So we do live any hit he wants to go for anyway. Looks like he's Assault Vest. Earthquake does 2 at KO, obviously. And then Jolteon can come out, which gives me a Swords Dance. Yeah, we're good to go here. We'll just sack Gigalith. I'll keep Donphan alive as a pivot for this Mon right there. Throws off a Shadow Ball, which is obviously specs just based on that damage. Let's get up our Stealth Rock if we're actually able to. And all I gotta do is, that is specs. That has to be specs. Because of the Sandstorm, Lycanroc will be able to tank it. And I can just Swords Dance up with this boy. Now, unfortunately, I know for a fact that +2 Stone Edge does knock him out. But either way, it's gonna come down to me hitting. I want to calc this though, because if I can actually, by sacking Donphan and getting an extra Sand Turn, puts him in KO range of +2 Accelerock, I'll go for that. Midday. It is Adamant, +2. But it's slacking, that's the thing. Slacking is so fat. No offense to him. Slacking. Did you see it do 39 to 40%? Does absolutely nothing. So it comes down to this. As we do manage to connect, and I can just finish off Jolteon with the Accelerock, and that's going to be a good game. So I definitely could have played it a little bit differently. He's a nice guy. You're a nice guy. Sick of seeing that happen to you so often. Though on recordings it doesn't always go like, look how fast that came out. Anyway, one play I definitely should have done differently, because I forgot about Accelerock's priority and I was thinking about Stone Edge, is that I should have Earthquaked the Cloyster and then sacked Reuniclus. And then I could have went on to Lycanroc, Accelerock, still had, either way I guess I would have still sacked. But yeah, we got our first game done. Let's actually show off the second team that we got here. So we got Toxic Spike Nidoqueen. We'll go back and forth between games. Toxic Spike Nidoqueen, offensive. Stoutland Choice Band. Gigalith, nice support. Okay, Taunt, offensive Chestnut. We're not more offensive, but more offensive because we don't have Rapid Spin support or Defog. So Taunt to stop opposing Defog as well as hazards. Same Reuniclus, and then Assault Vest to Scavalier this time. So cancel. I want to use this mod. Let's go ahead and use. I like that last guy. He was really nice. And this music is so chill, man. I really want to play Gold version. Gold is my favorite game. Like more than Heart Gold, more than Soul Silver, more than Crystal. I just love Gold. It's something about Original Gold. I love the music from it. I love the ability to travel back. I thought that was really cool. I definitely thought that was cool. Though I really wish they made it more than just filler. I think Kanto could have been so much more. So Kanto could have been so much more. That I would have loved. And that's what I really hoped for. But I mean, it is what it is. I obviously also the leveling was just so bad in that game. They made it a little bit better, I think, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, if I'm not mistaken. But they definitely could have made it better in Gold. But anyway, really cool team on my opponent's part. Stoutland puts in a ton of work. I want to lead Gigalith because it potentially breaks Roserai's Focus Sash, and I can hard switch directly into my Overcoat Escavalier and then knock it out. So we're gonna do that. If he does lead off with that. If he leads off with anything else, if he led off with like Bronzong, I would have just gotten up rocks. But he leads off with Roserade. Escavalier covers. Thank you, friend. Nidoqueen covers Toxic Spikes. Escavalier covers anything. Combine Reuniclus dunks on my opponent's team. And I have all-out pummeling. I gotta be careful with Sand because that actually makes Minior tank my special attacks better. But Escavalier takes any hit. Obviously, I have Overcoat, which is what I was talking about. They usually run HP Ice now with the Technician because it hurts more, but I guess you could be running HP Fire. Do I want to just go for Pursuit here and get damage off? I think Mega Horn is all around just the best play. I was thinking about pursuing him because I felt your Alan Mola was very, very, very obvious. But what we can do is just go for Knockoff now. As he goes for his own. I'll take it because now you go down to my next Mega Horn. Knockoff did 25. There's no way Pursuit kills or is doing 28. You don't have good Mega Horn switch-ins though, so I'll just click again. Like he has absolutely no Mega Horn switch-ins. The other thing is Gigalith should be able to still check that. Yeah, I figured he has try to go for the Skull Burn. Doesn't get it though. Do we land? We missed the Mega Horn, unfortunately. The thing is, do I want to risk this Mon? Because it helps me a lot versus Roserade. I don't think I do. Let's go for Mega Horn. Let's go ahead and risk it. How much does Mega Horn do? 40. Mega Horn might not even kill if I get burnt. I'm good versus Lucario. Massive Cloud would be more annoying, but Nidoqueen checks either one. Is Envy there? No. Just me missing. I don't want to risk this. Yeah, I'm not risking this. I'm not getting burnt. I'd rather go Reuniclus and get burnt. And he stayed in, so. I wish he burnt me there, though. He cannot knock me off. I'll actually just go for a Calm Mind. Bronzong does not beat me 1v1. I just spam Side Shock now. You can get up your rocks all you want. I'm gonna hit him up with another Calm Mind just so I can knock out Minior. 100% with all up pummeling. And plus that makes Reuniclus not be scary. I guess Bronzong could randomly trick me, but I'm thinking this is Stealth Rock. Nothing really crazy. Kinda wish I hit that Mega Horn, but it's okay. Alamola being knockoff is so good for Stoutland in the long run. And just breaking potentially Roserade's Focus Sash is great. So Goodra comes out. It might be Dragon Tail. But we're going to hit it with a +2 Side Shock regardless. And anything I go into deals with Goodra. He drops a Draco. That did near Specs damage, I would say. Yeah, it had to be Specs. I can easily recover off here, but I feel like Roserade's coming out. But I'm not going to make the misplay of not recovering. Yeah, misses a Draco Meteor, unfortunately. Does this do about 20%? 22? I'm going to say, roughly 22%. Yep, 22 exactly. Nice, so we can knock him out with the Side Shock. Get rid of one of the bigger threats. Roserade's more than likely going to come out. And go right for Sleep Powder. I'm going to go with Scavalier. I'm not going to let Reuniclus go to sleep when it beats his entire team. That's crazy. I think Chestnut walls this Roserade. I don't know if he has HP Fire or not. I'm going to go Chestnut. As he doubles out to Alamola. Great. I think he expected my Scavalier there. He was very smart to predict me to switch. Knowing that I wouldn't risk it. But this play is just so good for me because I get up spikes now. Did he really throw up a Scald? He wasn't rewarded for it though. So I can go right for the Wood Hammer. Smart to switch out to Bronzong. But as you guys saw before, this Chestnut does have the taunt. So I'll just be able to get up my spikes. And threaten him. I'm very scared about Minior obviously. I should have taunted. What the hell? I just talked about taunt, and I didn't go for it. I'm so sorry. That was just a bad play, but at least we prevent a Toxic now. That was so bad on my part, though. I just talked about why I would go for the right play. I didn't. I'm actually going to Drain Punch here because his switch-ins are very limited to a fighting type attack. Yeah, I figured it would be Minior. And if you want to Shell Smash, bro, that dude has to take a Wood Hammer. I'm actually going to go to Gigalith because I'm not sure that will KO. And what I was thinking was, I go Gigalith, I allow Stoutland to outspeed him after, and he has to kill me. Oh, this is actually way better for me because now I get up my rocks. Nice. I don't care about Bronzong Toxic Meteor at all. I get up rocks here, which now means Minior can no longer attack me. Yeah. So hazards are up and he has no way of getting rid of them. We'll go Reuniclus because it eats it up. I could see him switching out into his Roserade, but hazards are really just putting him in range of really just Stoutland winning or even Nidoqueen coming out. Those hazards are going to be key. And Bronzong just eats up, Reuniclus eats up anything that Bronzong wants to do. No way I'm risking a Focus Blast here. Absolutely no way. I'm going right for all out pummeling. Absolutely no way. Though this does mean I might have to risk one versus Minior. No. I should be able to kill Minior with Side Shock. In that form. I should be able to kill him with Side Shock in that form. Even if he has White Herb, it should do 39%. Because Sand doesn't boost that speed enough. Yep. Nice. And it was crucial that I got up rocks there. And I can always recover up versus Bronzong. You do not knock me out with knockoff. I am pretty positive because I was a Z holder. And I believe Reuniclus just wins. I told you how in team preview it just won the game. So we click Side Shock here just so Roserade can't come out if he wants to try and make that play. It could be a last ditch effort. I didn't even get to go out to Stoutland, but Gigalith at least got out of the rocks, which is what I needed to. Support Mon, so what you expect? I guess one last ditch effort move he can make is actually go out into Reuniclus, or Roserade, excuse me. So I'm actually going to throw out one more Side Shock just in case he tries to hard double into Roserade, predicting me to Calm Mind. Though I guess it's at this point in vain. All that pummeling is so clean, and rocks were crucial. I didn't even get to use Stoutland in this one. I'll just start commenting up so I can do some damage. I'm trying to do some damage out here. There's no way he can stall me out because I have Gigalith at the end of the day, as well as me cooking Crunch. I just Side Shock every single time he potentially tries to go Roserade, and that was the one time he can go Roserade. And that's the only offensive pressure he had right there, trying to put me to sleep and then critting me. So Roserade's gone. He should probably forfeit at this point, because there's nothing he can do. I'm going to comment up to +6. Reuniclus is so nasty. This Mon gonna leave. Needle Queen gonna leave. Chestnut gonna leave. Didn't even get one. Rip. Game. Ah, well. Alright, back to Lycanroc, since I actually got to use it in the last time. But I did say, when you looked at his team got 6-0'd by Reuniclus. I did say that team preview. Reuniclus literally beat his team. But you need to understand how Gigalith works. Unless you're using double Lycanroc plus a Stoutland, I don't think you need to use... Oh, that's double dog. Nice. Unless you're using... Or wolf dog, whatever. Unless you're using that, I don't think you actually need Smooth Rock. I think Leftovers is great. It's mainly on the team as well. For Pokemon like Swellow, it helps... Not only does it help Lycanroc as well as Stoutland, but it helps my team not get destroyed by Spec Swellow clicking Boom Burst. Like, even Choice Band Escavalier. Once it switches in, it can no longer switch into Swellow anymore. Does that make sense? Because Swellow's Boom Burst is a 3-hit KO on Choice Band Escavalier. So once it switches in, that 3-hit KO becomes a 2-hit KO. So next time Swellow comes in, I can't switch into it anymore. I like my opponent's team a lot. Have fun. I do. Really cool team. I'm very weak to, he's very weak to Lycanroc. If I can weaken Zong and get rid of... Hey. And get rid of a few of his Mons. I'm going to lead off with Gigalith. Gigalith is very solid versus Talonflame, as well as just in team in general. You get some hits. Thank you, friend. Thank you, my Jewish brother. Shalom. I'm definitely not Jewish. I've been stopped before. Oh, come on. You cannot be Silvally water. We're going to go Reuniclus as a mid-ground play. I'm not going to stay in and take a Surf. Oh, that boy is straight up offensive. Good to know. So we can recover off the damage. Obviously using a parting shot up, but I got off a little bit of chip damage on Silvally. That's definitely offensive, doing 40%, good lord. Bronzong comes out, which isn't the worst play, but not necessarily the best. Like, I think I'm just gonna calm mine up. What are you gonna do? This could be okay. Technically, this could be a trick Bronze. I'm actually gonna go Gigalith. I want to get up rocks and then lure in Donphan and go for Toxic. Very good double on his part. I'm actually gonna Toxic him because I don't care. Basically, I didn't care what he did as long as I land this Toxic. Nice. Donphan is now on a timer. And this allows me to go out to Chestnut. I could definitely see him going for a double knockoff. However, I just need spikes with Chestnut. Very solid double into Shaman. Air Slash could be coming out, or HP Ground. Or HP, excuse me. HP Fire. Do I need Chestnut for anything? It does come in on Donphan. But the thing is, he could also go for... Wow, I don't have good Shaman switch-ins at all. I like that Donphan is Toxic, though. I gotta be careful around this thing. Do I want to Drain Punch for I don't want to go for him for going for Seed Flare, so I'm not going to switch. Yeah, unfortunately for my opponent, he does miss as I get off a nice Drain Punch. I see no item. I'm going to go for another one. And he misses twice. That is terrible. That is absolutely terrible for my opponent. I'm going to get up a Spike here. And it looks like he has Life Orb. Okay, so I went for Spike on the right turn, but that just still sucks for my opponent. What hidden power are you running? What hidden power are you running? That's 3 gone. 3 gone. Are you running ice? You're definitely not running ice. Crobat's gone. He could be running fire. I'm just gonna Drain Punch again. He does get the Spadef drop now. But at that point, you would think that my opponent would now go for the Synthesis. So what I'm gonna do is go Reuniclus Cavalier, a Pokemon that my opponent does not have good switch-ins to, on his Synthesis, and just click Mega Horn. I don't care if Talonflame comes out, I'm clicking Choice Band Mega Horn. I will live 1 Life Orb HP Fire from a Shaman, and Spike is up. This is about to do some damage, is what I'm trying to say. I kind of wish I had Synthesis on my chestnut as well. Double Seed Flare miss sucked for my opponent, because he ended up wasting 4 Seed Flares, so he has 4 left, and I have a bunch of threats that he needs to Seed Flare. So great for me, but terrible for my opponent. I could click Knockoff here too, but I rather Mega Horn something, some giant threat. Talonflame comes out, I'm assuming if I see, let's see how much this does. Ooh, delicious damage. Go hard Gigalith here. I can see him roosting, but getting up the sand is just nice for wasting Shaman as well. Nice Will-O-Wisp on my opponent's part. Definitely a good play. Huh. I want to double out into Chestnut, predicting him to want to go out into Donphan, as Shaman ends up coming out. Well, I could have gotten up rocks there, unfortunately. So misplay on my part, but Shaman's here. We're going to Drain Punch. As he does, reveal the hidden power, but now, my friend, now you are in range of Stone Edge. So we can go Route to Lycanroc, and there's no way. Actually, I'm not even going for Stone Edge. I'm just going for Fire Fang. I don't even care if Donphan comes out. I'm not risking Stone Edge right now. It hits Bronzong as well for damage. And I just need a chip at Donphan, that way I can SD up for later. Though I would rather not reveal it. I want to go for it now. Just because it's safe versus Shaman. Shaman's a threat. And I'm saying at +2, Lycanroc does win the game. So, if he's potentially like Assault Vest Donphan, for example, I would rather get off this damage plus the Spike plus Poison versus resisted damage, as well as just being able to hit him. So, Spike. We land the Fire Fang. Ooh, that does some crisp damage too. That is definitely Assault Vest Donphan. Cool, cool, cool. We'll go out to our own Donphan. If he wants to Rapid Spin, that's fine. Goes for a knockoff, so he is now in range of the +2 attack. Beautiful. I'll actually throw off my own knockoff here. Yeah, if he wants to spin, he's going to go down to knockoff plus Poison, so nice. So his spinner is gone. That's 1 Mon. Yep, Assault Vest, as I figured. Shaman can come out if it wants to. Or his Silvally. Shaman's low. All I got to do is get off a hit on Bronzong, man. This can definitely go for Seed Flare. This is really good for getting off a hit on Bronzong. I think I want to Toxic him on his Synthesis. Wear him down a bit. He could definitely just throw off a hidden power, but I'm going to go with Escavalier anyway as a mid-ground. Though Escavalier is very useful for Miss Magius, I'm going to go on the hidden power and just double around a little bit. I can see him going for hidden power right here though. But the fact that Shaman is now Toxic, it's on a timer. And if he throws off a Seed Flare, he has 3 left. And that helps out my Reuniclus, which is very good versus his team. And obviously Lycanroc. So I think that Reuniclus is just the best mid-ground play. Good double into Silvally Water. But Reuniclus, or Escavalier obviously is good here. I don't want to be Fire Move though. Do you have Fire Move? Or are you going to go for Surf? I'll go Reuniclus. Always the best mid-ground. Yeah, there's Flamethrower. So we'll recover off either a Surf or Parting Shot. Because Shaman can't beat me 1v1. Necessarily. I'm going for Calm Mind. This is fine that he went for Parting Shot there. Because Bronzong isn't mid-ground. Shaman doesn't 1v1 me with Spadef boosts. Bronzong doesn't either. You can get up rocks here all you want, buddy. With Spadef, I 1v1 everything. I 1v1 Shaman. There we go. We're going to cover off the first Seed Flare. Doesn't get a Spadef drop either, so he has 3 left. Well, I can fire off Psy Shocks. Exactly. I was thinking the exact same thing. And he missed one, so he has 2 left. Yep. Do 50. Good lord. Alright, so Shaman is gone. 1 giant threat to Gigalith, just straight up gone. Obviously, my Spadef is gone, though. Miss Magius comes out. Yeah, I'm gonna go hard Gigalith. I'm not gonna risk this mon. As he starts Calm Minding up. Calm Mind, interesting. I don't know if he's Calm Mind Taunt. I want to get up my rocks though. If he's not, that's fine, because I do have the Rock Blast as well as a Scavalier in the back at the end of the day. So this isn't going to do too much. Oh, he has some sort of maybe Ghost move. Let's get a couple Rock Blasts here. I could definitely see him going for another sub, which is why I actually want to go right out into a Scavalier here. Because I saved Gigalith Sand for later. Well, Talonflame doesn't really matter. But I saved Gigalith Sand to at least wear down Silvally for Lycanroc. And I'm trying to go for game, excuse me, with potentially Lycanroc, obviously. So I'm going to go with Scavalier here as he doubles out into Silvally Water. He can't BZ Parting Shot, by the way. Well, obviously. You guys know that. And Donphan is looking pretty expendable at this point. That way I can go out to Reuniclus after. So I'm going to sack Donphan to go out to Reuniclus and click Recover. Yeah, as I figured he'd Surf. Nice. And this gives me Reuniclus as a switching. As a lovely switching. Miss Magius comes out. Good, good, good. Smart, smart, smart. I don't want him to go for Z moves, so either way I'm going on Scavalier here. Yeah, so Valley's beat 1v, everything's beat 1v1 by Reuniclus. Reuniclus for MVP, but Sand definitely put in work. I'm gonna go hard as Scavalier though. Maybe actually going hard Gigalith is better. We'll go Gigalith first, I guess. Shadow Balls to not finish me off. Ooh. But that is in range of a Cellarrock. And I have a very solid double if he goes Bronzong into Scavalier because that stops everything. So I'm going right for Cellarrock. I'm not risking anything right now. We are knocking out this Miss Magius. And Silvally is getting weaker and weaker due to Stealth Rock, due to Sand. Doubles out the Talonflame, so I don't gotta worry about that thing later. It is gone. I guess he could go Silvally if he wants to. He goes Bronzong, which, again, he could double into Silvally, but I'm going to Scavalier always. Always a Scavalier, because look at his Mega Horn switchings. They are non-existent. This is Choice Band. Gets up rocks, but, again, Choice Band switchings are non-existent. I could actually go for Knockoff here if I wanted to, too. That might be the safer play. I'm going to go for Knockoff. It's a safer play. Because that puts Silvally in range. Mega Horn's the best play because it hits so hard, but Knockoff is the stronger play. That always hits. Mega Horn gets a kill. I mean, let's go for power. We're men of power. Well, regret. It's okay, he stayed in though. He stayed in. Good B. And everything dies, so. Good B. Bronzong is gone. So Volley's gonna come out. All I have to do is Psyshock. Flamethrowers, good play. All I have to do is Psyshock and I win. This will go down to -1 Psyshock, it should. And if he surfs, then I get off damage for a Cellarrock. And if he Parting Shots, I click Psyshock, so. If you're real, you go for Lycanroc, Stone Edge. No. Never. That's why Lycanroc's on the team. Always Psyshock. Nice. But yeah. I can't Stone Edge that. But Miss Magus, as long as I don't let it get up a sub, I'm good. I'm wondering. Ah. He was Z move. Twinkle Tackle. Good B. But yeah, I'm adamant, so I have to go for the Accelerock anyway. Good game. Lycanroc ever to pick it up. Lycanroc picks it up. And we'll get one more with the Stoutland version. And we'll call it a day. Nice 35 minutes, really chill. Enjoying this live. Sorry, I just repeated the song. I wanted to hear it from the beginning. It's so good. I love Cianwood. My best, obviously my favorite town ever would be Goldenrod City. I think second is Celadon. Second most likely is Celadon City. And then... After that, I'm not sure. I know a few off the top of my head, but... I like my opponent's team. And Gigalith is a great lead. Very, 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 very weak to Stoutland. Frostlass is his lead of choice. I can just Rock Blast. This is also why Rock Blast is used, but Stonehenge will obviously be better in this place, because if he goes hard for Destiny Bond, I could be in a bad situation. What's up, buddy? Spikes, so hopefully we land. As we do. This is where obviously having Stonehenge would be better, because I would knock him right down. But even if he taunts me, I don't care. All I gotta do is go for Stealth Rock here. Yeah. Goes for a Spike, smart play, but Stealth Rock are up, so if Rabame wants to come out, I'm disabled, so I couldn't go for Rock Blast anyway. Very smart. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. And yeah, look at his normal resist. If Donphan comes out, I'm clicking Toxic. And then I'm clicking Choice Band Frustration with Stoutland. The sand is here, the sand is not. I guess Persian counts on normal resist, maybe? Donphan comes out, and like I said, I'm clicking Toxic on him. He's just gonna get up a Stealth Rock anyway. Unfortunately, this is a team without spin. Hopefully we land. Why doesn't that ever land? Unfortunately, that fails to land. But what we can do is go out to Chestnut now if he wants to go for... I would love to get up T-Spike, but we gotta go Chestnut now if he wants to go for Earthquake and get up a Spike to threaten the likes of Entei and whatnot. Very smart to go for Stealth Rock there. There was no way I was staying in. I don't know why Toxic never hits first turn, but we can get up a Spike on what I'm assuming to be either Rabambe or Entei, but Goodra is his mid-ground play. That's cool. Fire Move or Draco Meteor. I'm actually going to go Nidoqueen because I just want to get... Though Nidoqueen doesn't have good switch-ins offensively outside of this, I want to get up a T-Spike. So if he doesn't drop a Draco here, or goes for Ice Beam, okay, I eat that. I should be faster by a little bit, just a little bit. Get up a nice T-Spike there for Donphan, put him on a timer. Lovely. We can go route to Reuniclus, and I'm going to make an odd play, but I'm going to go right for Recover just in case he wants to drop a Draco. Then again, it won't knock me out. I'm going to go for Combine. I'd be more of an offensive presence for him. And if Donphan comes in, it's going to spin anyway. So, I just beat it 1v1. And just Combined up twice. Knockoff is critting me. But now we are boosted to the highest of powers. Not really. He can spin if he wants to as well. We should. He knows I'm Z-move now, though. So Donphan doesn't 2-KO me unless it crits me, and Persian can't come out. I think I'm just going to go for all-up pummeling just in case he risked the Persian. Maybe that was a misplay, but either way, Donphan being gone is his... again, he has very limited switches to Stoutland. Donphan was one of them. Donphan was one of them. So I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. I need some chip on Goodra, though. Entei could come out. Pretty sure it Okos me. With Flare Blitz, anyway. Entei. Reuniclus. Yeah, Sacred Fire is a roll in my favor. Flare Blitz does knock me out, though. But then I can go Gigalith and get up my rocks again. And rocks ensure that Stoutland just dominates. And then I get up spikes as well. So we should be good. Escavalier also, because we are Assault Vest, checks for Bombay. Entei comes out, you have to click Sacred Fire. Don't necessarily need this Mon. I mean, you have to click Flare Blitz if you want to knock me out. Good, good, good. Smart, smart, smart. And now, like I said, everything is coming together. That's in range of Stoutland after rocks 100%. Persian is 2-hit KO'd. It should be 2-hit KO'd. I clicked Wrong Blast by accident. I'm clicking Toxic here. Stealth Arc, excuse me. Persian comes out, which is great. Because Persian lets me Toxic him. Or even just click Rock Blast, to be honest. But I'm going to go for Toxic here. Snarl. Interesting. Are you... Oh, he's a special attacker. Yeah, so everything definitely dies now. Everything definitely dies. My Spatak, though. No. Let's click Rock Blast here because he has no rock switch-ins. Goes Goodra, which again, maybe the only Mon that could have eaten a hit from Stoutland. Maybe. And I doubt it, too. At this point, because he is offensive, I'm not worried about the Persian. So I'm actually going to sack my Chestnut here if he wants to drop a Draco. And then go Stoutland and get my kill. Drops a nice Draco. Nice and clean Draco. So we'll go Stoutland. We'll get our kill now. The dog is finally in. After how many games? The dog is in. You can click Frustration here. Get all our kills. Every single one. Just give me them all. As long as I have a Scavalier around as well, Entei can't beat me. I guess... Actually, Entei might be a problem. Extreme Speed might be able to sweep me, maybe? Depending on... I gotta get a Pursuit play right, I think. He goes for Bombay first, so no, it's not gonna be able to sweep me now. I'm definitely going hard Scavalier. I kind of think the better play, though, is to click Frustration, just in case he doubles, predicting a Scavalier. Because that's kind of obvious. No, we're going to Scavalier anyway. Whoops, sorry about that. Would have been nice to get up hazards, but... Yeah, it goes right for Moonblast. Nice attack! We'll just click Knockoff here, just in case he wants to risk Entei. I don't think he should. I don't know if he has HP Fire, but I don't want Entei coming in, basically. Persian's also a good mid-ground play my opponent can make. This is an example where Smooth Rock would obviously be better versus an offensive team like this, because Smooth Rock would have just dominated my opponent. So that's fine. If he goes Entei or stays in, that's good too. He's trying to Extreme Speed sweep me. That was Specs? Oh, come on. Don't tell me that's better. Don't tell me he has HP Fire. And I just regret this play. Nice. I don't. Cool, cool, cool. So Persian can come out if it wants to. I think it should, actually. I think it comes down to the Stoutland live and attack at the range it's at. I definitely live Thunderbolt, and all we gotta do with our Gigalith now is just click Earthquake twice, I think, because we don't risk Rock Blast missing. I don't think Extreme Speed from Entei knocks me out at that range. We'll see though. It might. At 25%, no way. No way. So we click Earthquake, knock out Persian, because we found out he was offensive. Entei comes out. There's no way Charge Band Extreme Speed does 26%. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Earthquake is definitely doing enough for Sand. I don't believe it does 26%. We have 330 defense. Oh, just straight for an Iron Head. So maybe he's Assault Vest, either Assault Vest or Banded. But either way, the dog comes in and he cleans. We definitely limit Extreme Speed at that range. If he was. Good game. So dog able to clean up. Like, I mean, that's what they do versus offense. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this live. It was definitely a fun one. Nice and chill with some nice chill music in the background. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. It helps me out, definitely. Sharing the video and whatnot. I appreciate you. And, yeah, I will see you guys next time, hopefully tomorrow. So, goodbye, friends.